fastest, dangerous truck and heavy equipment fails caught on camera. Outrageous mistakes that will leave you speechless. When big machines make big mistakes, the results are as wild as they are shocking. In this video, you'll see the most unbelievable truck and heavy equipment fails ever caught on camera. When a giant machine goes head-to-head with a house, you expect the house to lose. But sometimes, things don't go as planned. An excavator was tearing down a house, smashing through walls like nothing. Everything seems under control until the entire upper part of the house came crashing down right on top of the excavator. The machine was buried in rubble within seconds. For a moment, it's hard to tell if the operator is okay. This shows how even the biggest machines can get caught off guard. Operators are trained for emergencies, but moments like this prove how risky demolition work can be. Next up, we've got a scene that takes a shocking turn. What starts as a routine bridge demolition quickly goes out of control. Two excavators were working together to break down a bridge, each machine chipping away at the concrete. Everything seemed steady until the second excavator made a powerful swing. That swing was stronger than expected, and suddenly, the bridge above them started to crack. In the blink of an eye, a huge chunk of the bridge collapsed straight down onto both excavators. The second excavator took the hardest hit, buried under tons of rubble. It goes to show that even with big machines and careful planning, things can go wrong in an instant. When we're talking about dangerous failures, this one is impossible to forget. An excavator was carefully working to remove a side barrier from a bridge. Everything seems under control, but then it happened. The excavator arm accidentally struck the edge of the bridge with more force than expected. That one mistake triggered a chain reaction. Cracks spread across the structure, and within seconds, the entire bridge came crashing down. People nearby watched in shock, frozen by the sight of the massive collapse. It is moments like these that prove even the most skilled operators can face unexpected risks. One wrong move is all it takes for things to spiral out of control. Next up, we have a moment that went from calm to chaos in seconds. Everything was going smoothly until it all went wrong. A big machine was loaded onto a massive crane to move heavy clay. It looked like everything was under control as the crane slowly lifted it. But then, out of nowhere, the machine started to shift. Before anyone could react, it slipped off the crane and came crashing down to the ground. The impact sent up a huge cloud of dust, and the loud crash left everyone in shock. When it comes to risky moves, this one takes the cake. A massive truck was making its way across a frozen stream. At first, it looked solid. The truck rolled over the ice slowly, and everything seemed fine at first. But then, this happened. Oops, the front wheels started sinking. The driver tried to move forward, but the back wheels just spun, throwing chunks of ice everywhere. The more the truck tried, the deeper it sank. In no time, it was stuck, half buried in the frozen stream, with no way out. Sometimes, even the heaviest trucks cannot win against soft ground. One wrong move, and suddenly, game over. A truck loaded with clay was moving along smoothly when things suddenly took a turn. The ground beneath it softened, and the heavy truck started to sink. The driver tried to push forward, but the wheels spun in place, throwing up chunks of clay. They brought in other vehicles to pull it out, tying ropes and chains to give it a strong pull. But no matter how hard they tried, the truck wouldn't budge. The wheels kept spinning, and the truck stayed stuck, buried deeper with every attempt. Sometimes, it feels like a victory is just a few steps away, until it's not. A truck was crossing a stream, moving slowly but steadily. It had made it through most of the water and was just a little way from solid ground. But right before it could get out, everything went wrong. The engine started to strain, the tires spun, and the truck came to a stop. The driver tried to push it forward, but it wouldn't move. So close to getting out, but stuck right at the end. If you think that was crazy, watch this. A truck was making its way across a river, slowly pushing through the water. At first, everything seemed fine. The wheels were turning, and it looked like it would make it to the other side. But then, things took a turn. The truck started to lean, and before anyone could react, it tipped to the side. Water rushed in, and the truck got stuck right in the middle of the river. No amount of gas or wheel spinning could get it out. Getting stuck is bad, but getting stuck on train tracks? That's totally unbelievable. A bus was stuck right in the middle of a train track. The driver and passengers had already left, but the bus was still there, completely stuck. Moments later, everything went from bad to worse. In the distance, a train was speeding toward the bus with no time to stop. Then, boom! The train smashed straight into the side of the bus, tearing it into pieces. Metal and glass flew everywhere as the bus was thrown off the tracks. It all happened so fast, but the impact was unforgettable. If you think that was crazy, wait until you see this one. Two bulldozers were working side by side, carrying clay and filling up a large water stream from the edge. Everything seemed to be going as planned. The bulldozers moved back and forth, dropping heavy loads of clay into the stream to create a path. But then, something went wrong. One of the bulldozers lost control. The brakes failed, and before anyone could react, it started sliding forward. The massive machine tipped over and fell straight into the stream, splashing water everywhere. The second bulldozer tried to help, but it too struggled to stay in control. Soon, a rescue team arrived. They brought in extra support using ropes and other machines to try and pull the bulldozer out. It was no easy task. They pulled, tugged, and tried every method they could think of. But the water and clay made it slippery, and every move seemed to make it sink deeper. After a lot of effort and teamwork, they finally managed to pull the bulldozer out. It took way more time and effort than anyone expected. Moments like this show how one small mistake can lead to a big mess. Even experienced operators can face situations where nothing goes as planned. If you thought those fails were wild, just wait. There's plenty more where that came from. Big machines, big mistakes, and even bigger shocks. Make sure to hit that like button if any of these moments had you on edge. And don't forget to subscribe for more unbelievable fails caught on camera. See you in the next video.